Welcome back to the Red Dirt Road podcast. I'm back with Milan Dunwoody and Alex Breitenbach.
How goes it, Marshall?
What's going
How
on?
you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Well, kind of gloomy outside, to be honest. It's a gloomy spring day.
Just a little Rona, you know?
Little Rona.
Little Rona. Sounds like a song, Little Rona.
Sounds like a new country rapper, Little Rona.
Y'all welcome to stage, Little Rona.
Little Rona.
Yeah. Some years from now, somebody's going to make a shit ton of money off of that.
Well, you know that, I know this has nothing to do with Brooks and Dunn, but Luke Combs made a song called 6 Feet Apart. And it's about quarantine.
Are you serious?
Look it up when you have the chance to. It's really good, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he came out with it he posted on YouTube, and then I think at some point he was going to release it like an actual song, like in the studio.
Oh.
I think it's either like this past Friday or next Friday.
It's actually pretty good.
He's doing that.
Uh-huh.
So
no, that's fair.
Anything Luke Combs, I'm on board with that. Most of his songs are good. Luke Combs, Brand New Man with Brooks and Dunn
that was a great cover.
A banger. That was my top listen to Brooks and Dunn song last year. Was that song? It was close to the top.
Yeah.
Before we get into the song, I wanted to go over real quick kind of why we wanted to start this podcast and what we expect to get out of it. So just to kind of get people understanding it a little bit more, I wanted to make this podcast because I'm a huge Brooks and Dunn fan. Looks like Milan left. We'll see if he comes back.
Yeah, it looks like we lost him. Oh, boy. Well,
he disappeared. Yeah. Anyways,
we need to do a take two.
I listened to.
He's back. No, he's back.
Take two. Take two.
He's all right.
Okay,
we're going.
We're going. It's good.
Anyways, yeah, I listen to a lot of other country music, but Brooks and Dunn probably is my favorite country band. And what I expect to get out of this is kind of just a creative outlet, just kind of hanging out, talking about something that I enjoy. Hopefully making a little bit of money. There he goes again. Milan leaving us again.
Oh God.
Anyways, I'm gonna pass it over to Alex, say a couple of things. Obviously, I called him to do this podcast because he's a big Brooks and Dunn fan, but anything else?
I personally, Marshall originally called me about the idea of doing this podcast. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a podcast solely about Brooks and Dunn and classic country music. And originally, I was thinking, oh hey, Milan, what's up?
Oh my God,
he's back again. Well, anyway, I was saying, no, so he calls me with the idea of this podcast, and I was thinking, oh well, this sounds pretty cool because I am an avid Brooks and Dunn fan. I just love country in general. Just sitting down and having a group of people just to sit down and talk with about country, about what we like about Brooks and Dunn, about what we think they could do better. Just to take some really really good phenomenal singer songwriters, break them down, and just talk about stuff. Really, and I think that's all this is. I mean, that's what I'm in it for. Definitely, is just about getting the opportunity to have as Marshall said, a creative outlet, just sort of an area, a platform with which to discuss this sort of thing. And
I got Spotify. I listened to pretty much all of Brooks and Dunn, Kix Brooks, Ronnie Dunn on there. These first few songs they're not even on Spotify. I had to look up Wikipedia to see if I was missing any, and sure enough, these old songs are not on there. Some of them aren't even on Wikipedia. Last week's song was not. So that's cool listening to those. But then just doing this podcast, you got to have different hobbies. I think, you can't just go to work every day, and you can't just, go to work and then your hobby just be watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Because
So while we're
that's
talking
that's
about
fun,
this,
but
why
you
don't
got
we
to have
tell
something
our
that's
audience what we do, so they know we're not just sit at home guys doing podcasts.
Yeah.
We'll start off with Marshall.
I mean, yeah.
all right. So yeah, I went to Wellington High School with Milan, graduated, and have a Bachelor of Science in. I got a math degree, Bachelor of Science in Mathematical Sciences. Working on getting my teaching degree. I do kind of some sports analytics stuff on the side. I'm a track and cross country coach, and big Brooks and Dunn fan. So I try to have a job and then have a lot of different things I do on the side. Coaching is kind of like I think coaching is a lot like this. Make a little money, but it's something I
All right,
really
Alex,
enjoy.
let's hear something about you.
Yeah. Well, I have not graduated college yet. I'm currently at Cornell University, and I really enjoy it. But it's college is hell, but it's super fun. But at the same time, I think that this is also a good outlet, a good just place to blow off some steam, sit and chat about the music, and really, I think that's what I'm in it for.
What do you want to do
And
with your college life? Like after college, what do you want to do?
Well, that's hard to say at the moment. I mean, we don't have to declare our majors until the end of sophomore year,
Okay.
but at the moment, I'm looking at studying. I'm studying China, Asia, Pacific studies with a focus on government and international relations. So something like politics, political science, stuff like that.
Okay, so like, what's going on with Kim Jong-un right now?
He's rumored to be dead.
I hope that's right.
That I've heard. But
boom.
yeah, no,
Boom.
exactly. But no, honestly, I'm not the kind of person you would expect to be studying that sort of thing. Because as somebody who really likes country music, I mean, I haven't really met people that are in my sort of trade or area that genuinely like this sort of stuff. But hey, I tend to really, yeah, exactly.
Sorry, that was too far.
No.
So that, one last thing you said at the end is another reason why, because I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but the last kind of reason why I was like, you know what, I'm doing it is there are no other Brooks and Dunn podcasts. We are the only Brooks and Dunn podcast. A lot of country music podcasts don't even really come out consistently. We are giving you a bunch of content. We actually, the time we're recording this, none of our episodes are released. We
are more
create a
consistent
few,
than
and then
Grandma with the camera at
soon,
Christmas time.
I never heard that before. Okay. That's what we give you here. Originality. Ronnie Dunn's 1984 single, She Put the Sad in All His Songs. It looks like it was peaked at number 59 on the U.S. Country Billboard chart, which coincidentally, exactly the same peak as It's Written All Over Your Face.
The first song
also released on vinyl. And I don't know, I liked it. I would describe it as a smoky feel when I listen to the song. I feel like I want to jump into the song, kind of step in, and just kind of walk around, just kind of feel. It feels like a smoky bar, kind of smoky. It feels like one of those
backfire Nova.
Yeah,
some kind of 1980s kind of late night police TV show kind of feel I get from this. I don't know. I don't have any other Ronnie Dunn song.
You ever watch Grit TV?
That feels like this, which is a nice kind of change up.
Grit TV.
Watch what?
That's what it reminds me of.
Yes, old Western films. Nope. They
more than welcome.
If they want to hit us up though.
Yep.
More than welcome.
Exactly. I think that personally, first of all, Milan, God bless you.
Thank you.
I heard that just out of the corner of my ear. But I generally the vibe I get from this song, I listened to it a couple times just now, and personally, it embodies that soupy early 1980s sort of smooth jazz, sort of country like vibe, because on the one hand it sounds like sort of jazzy because it's slow. It's got that sort of semi-romantic, romantic noir feel, like that dark sort of like breakup like ballad, but is still really soupy. Like originally when I first listened to it, I thought it was a bedroom jam, but then I'm realizing like, well, that's the anti-bedroom jam, because it's not about
The
like
anti-bedroom.
yeah, because it's sad. And like I liked Marshall's comparison a little bit earlier to basically the late night police drama with the with that sort of comparison there. That definitely, I think, sums it up right there. And the lyrics are definitely quite in depth.
Different.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah,
Like she was a rattlesnake that bit him.
Oof.
Just killed him right then and there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's also one of the things I like about country music in general. Is just and especially classic country, like the amount of the lyricism behind these songs are just unbelievable.
But think about it. Ronnie Dunn still thought this woman that he's singing about was his world, even after everything she put him through. Because and I think in this, like the first chorus, but like the second paragraph somewhat, he goes, "She was the holy in his eye. She had him bound and hypnotized."
Ooh.
Some people may find that attractive, but on another end, it's just like he loved her.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of honestly something I remember from English class. It's like, these violent delights have violent ends. I mean, for me, this is the culmination of the, like, he wanted the violent delight. She was the holy in his eyes. She had him bound and hypnotized.
50 Shades of what?
Yeah, exactly. And then she put the sad in all his songs. So she left.
50 Shades of Camo. Okay.
Exactly. 50 Shades of Camo.
It seems like he is talking about some other man, saying that, but yeah, he could be referring to himself, but it seems like he might be talking about another guy, but he's I kind of wrote down that, kind of the general idea, pretty simple concept. This guy, he was a happy guy till this woman came around. He fell in love with her and made him sad.
Ronnie Dunn
she did not care about it. That's the general idea.
He did not write it. It was written by a guy named Lyman C. Jr. McAnally.
Really?
Yes. And a co-writer of the song, his name was Robert Bellarmine Byrne.
Wow. Okay.
So maybe
I think Ronnie Dunn was the perfect performer for this song, though. Like, he had the right voice in mind, the right, that
right pitch, right tone,
aura of exactly. I think that those writers picked a good performer for this song, and I think also I did a little while before we recorded this. Milan said that, I had heard that the band Alabama actually made a cover of this song, and I did listen to it. It came off their album Dixieland Delight, if I'm correct. But the thing is, it was not. I didn't get the same feel from that as the original Ronnie Dunn version. I thought that Ronnie Dunn did a much better job off of.
It's kind of like if you compare songs like "Sound of Silence" by Simon and Garfunkel, and then give it to what's the name of that band? Disturbed.
Yeah.
It's like, and then the vision. Like, and then you have Simon and Garfunkel over, and the vision that was planted in my brain.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
So sorry, that was embarrassing.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
like two different people can make a song sound completely different.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
when you
yeah,
think of
definitely.
Simon and Garfunkel, you think of like Happiest, and then Disturbed, you're over here and you're like, oh, he wants to kill somebody. Like,
oh my God.
Apologies to the Disturbed fans out there.
I don't know if that's.
Sorry about that, guys.
All right. So you know what? After you listen to this, listen to both, and then hit us up. Tell us which one you like better. I've actually not listened to the Alabama version. I like the Ronnie Dunn version. I'm gonna plug our Twitters. You guys follow us on Twitter. I just got a new one at @mfarnsworth_. Give me a follow. Tweet at one of us about which song you like or whatever about the podcast.
My Twitter is can I give out my Twitter? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Mine is at.
Don't post anything.
Mine's just architecture stuff. Milan at MILAN Dunwoody DUNWOODIE _, and it'll come up as Milan Dunwoody Music because I am a singer songwriter myself.
All right.
YouTube.
Actually,
Alex,
no, I do not have a Twitter.
Boo. Joking.
I know. I don't have a Twitter.
That's all right. We'll plug some other social medias another time. That's about wraps it up. We didn't go over the lyrics. Song went a little longer talking about.
We did. Yeah. No, we got it. Well, I mean,
we kind of did.
We didn't really do that much of an in-depth. Like,
I gotta put in my input with my voices.
All right, we'll do the lyrics real quick.
This will be a thing.
Okay.
Voices with Milan.
How about this? Give us your impression of like Ronnie Dunn describing this story, but it's not like he's not the one sad.
All right, so kind of just talk about it in like a hillbilly voice like this. I can do that. He was a good time, beer bar picker until the night she came along. He gave up his women and his liquor, and she put the sad in all his songs. You know, something about her made him sorry. She was a holy in his eye. She had him bound and hypnotized.
Well, now you sound like Bill Clinton.
She put the blues in his guitar. And then I can do a little bit of Kermit in here if we want to. She was a rattlesnake that bit him. And then...
Oh, my God. All right. That wraps it up. We will see you guys next time.
Have a good day, guys.
Red Dirt Road Podcast.
Woo.